Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your boy Steph from the High Moving Podcast. I mean, it's Aaron Rodgers, Pat McAfee, Jimmy Kimmel, whole saga comes to an end for now, we think, right? So Pat McAfee decided to pull the plug on Aaron Rodgers appearing on his weekly show on Tuesdays for the rest of the season. According to TMZ, Aaron Rodgers won't appear on the Pat McAfee show anymore. Aaron Rodgers' time to Pat McAfee is done for this football season, at least after ESPN host announced Wednesday morning that the four-time NFL MVP would not be returning to his normal Tuesday morning time slot during the playoffs. Quote from Pat McAfee: Aaron Rodgers Tuesdays season 4 is done. McAfee said Wednesday morning, despite the fact that Rodgers was reportedly supposed to join the show for several more weeks. Pat continued, there will be a lot of people who are happy with that, myself included, to be honest with you. The way it ended, it got real loud. I'm happy that he's not going to be in my mentions going forward, which is great news, right? I mean, Pat was in a bind, right? You are working for this liberal station. You have people who are under you, right? Pat may still probably wanted him, right? Because it says that sources close to the situation, where is it? Sources tell TMZ that this wasn't a network decision. We're told Pat determines which guests appear on the show, but ESPN is on board with the move from what we're told. In other words, is McAfee's call. Well, of course ESPN is going to be on board. I mean, he was going after one of their golden boys in Jimmy Kimmel, who does his nightly show on ABC. So, I mean, this was on a collision course to go his separate ways, right? And, look, Pat McAfee, he may probably really did want Aaron Rodgers still to be on the show, right? I mean, to have a relationship with, a four-time NFL MVP and Super Bowl champion, right? He's going to draw all eyeballs. He's going to drive viewership. It's cool to have those personal relationships when you work in media with a pro athlete and a current pro athlete, especially to the likes of an Aaron Rodgers, considering his status and everything, right? But the network's not going to like it. They don't like some of the things he's saying. You just moved your show to their platform, and you have people working under you, right? I know people are going to be like, well, Pat canceled Aaron Rodgers, and I understand that, and that criticism, it looks like that, right? I mean, essentially, Aaron Rodgers got canceled, right? That's the surface level optics that we see, you know what I'm saying? But, I'm sure in these business deals and everything like that, and Pat having the call and everything like that, I mean, it's not as an easy decision. Maybe it was easy for him, right? But, maybe it wasn't a quick decision. Maybe the rumblings really started last week. He brings Aaron Rodgers on again to see, test the waters one more time with Aaron Rodgers, and then Aaron Rodgers essentially doubles down, and it's just like, man, I can't afford to pack up shop and move my platform somewhere else and get it up and running again. You're already on ESPN. You've been on there since September. You have momentum, as you're continue to build your platform and the audience. And this happens with one of your key guests, right? One that you formed a relationship with. And he has to make the call to self-cancel, make the canceling decision and canceling Aaron Rodgers for business decisions, right? He has a lot of people working for him. So I can't knock Pat McAfee. I don't have a problem with what Aaron Rodgers said, right? I said this the other day. No issue with free speech and everything like that, and speaking your mind and having your own opinions, regardless if it's popular or not. But you got to understand the network he's on, their agenda, you see the people they've supported, the viewpoints they supported. You know what I'm saying? And they've tried to give Pat McAfee free reign. And look, he made a decision purely on business, right? I really don't think it's really anything that Aaron Rodgers has said, but that's where we are in society, right? He doesn't have time to, move camp and all this other stuff. He just doesn't right now. You know what I'm saying? He's in the thick of things. Football is gearing up. The playoffs are coming. He needs to put a fire to this controversy. So, and keep his platform moving, right? So 100% business decision. Not a lot about anything he said, in my opinion. Maybe I'm wrong, but I just feel like, this just comes down to the dollar amount, to the dollars and your staff, right? You got to protect your show. Look, it's easy for Pat McAfee to up and move, but may not be for the other people that's working for him, right? ESPN invests a lot of money into this, and like I said, if he wasn't gonna get rid of Aaron Rodgers, the pressure would have been mounting on the ESPN side. Other notable figures in ESPN that's on camera behind the scenes would start chirping and all this other stuff, and it would just made an uncomfortable environment for Pat McAfee. So he was pressured to do this, right? And is that's the bigger problem in our society? But that's where we're at, right? We're really not going to fix this, right? We have cancel culture baked in. Okay, anybody with an opposing viewpoint or anything like that, that makes people uncomfortable, this is going to be the end result in some form, right? So unfortunate to see, but hey, Pat had to make the call. I can't knock him too much for it, man. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Leave me your thoughts about all this, man. Please like, subscribe. I'm out.